The state of Mississippi is raising eyebrows for some and creating full-blown outrage for others after the Republican-led State House passed a bill that would form a court system of unelected judges and prosecutors to preside over part of the capital city of Jackson and expand the Capitol Police Force. In short, instead of giving the city's majority black residents an opportunity to exercise their voting rights to elect judges and prosecutors, the power would fall to government officials. Joining us now is one of the biggest opponents of this legislation, Mississippi House Minority Leader Representative Robert L. Johnson III. Representative, thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
So I want to start by reading part of your joint statement about these bills. You say HB 1020 and SB 2889 are an insult and a distraction, taking power away from the citizens of our capital city while we waste critical hours sitting around and letting hospitals close and our people die. You go on to say these bills are what modern-day Jim Crow looks like. Explain to us how this bill even got this far along in the process to begin with.
Well, we have a supermajority-led House and Senate and a Republican governor. And as I described them from time to time, they are kind of new to this process. And they don't have any respect for the rules, procedure, or the tradition of the legislature. And so we don't even, there are even opportunities to debate some of these issues. They've just decided that they're just going to run roughshod over the whole process and have what they want.
All right, so just break it down for us in layman terms. If this were to pass, what would this mean for the black residents?
Well, they would essentially have judges who would be appointed by a Supreme Court justice who was appointed by this very governor that is engineering this effort. They wouldn't have any say-so in that judgeship, those multiple judgeships, and so those people would answer to no one who lives in Hinds County. Not only would that judge not be elected, that judge could come from anywhere in the state. And so that the Constitution says all of our judges should be elected, shall be elected. And so this takes that right to vote, that right to exercise their constitutional power from the people in the city of Jackson. So all the cases, I mean, it would be the most important part of this. So all the cases that anybody brings against the state of Mississippi, and we bring them all the time. I'm a lawyer. If you sue the state of Mississippi, they have to come through the circuit or chancery court in Hinds County. There was a time when we were fighting for more money for public education. And one of the things that they wanted to challenge was the constitutionality of the referendum proposal. One of the white Republican legislators told his constituents, if we pass this referendum, then you'll have to answer to a black judge in Hinds County. That, you know, there are these little phrases, these invites that they have that always point to race.
Is there a chance that this bill will die in the Senate?
There is a chance the bill will die in the Senate. Thankfully, because of the uproar, because of the push that many of us have had from lawyers to community activists to legislators, I think, and the national pressure from people like just the exposure from networks, from people like you, they are feeling the pressure. This does look like Jim Crow, like post-Reconstruction. This looks like everything that some of us who are old enough remember growing up through the Civil Rights Movement, the things that we fought to reverse.
Representative, curious, I know your intention is to stop it, but let's just play devil's advocate here. Are you concerned that if this bill does become law, would it create a new template for a Republican fight for the years to come, similar to what's happened with critical race theory law, for example?
Well, yes. Look, we tell people, we've been telling people all over the state, this is not a Jackson problem. This is a Mississippi problem. If they're going to do it to Jackson, they'll do it to Greenville, Greenwood, anywhere they want to go. They want to create a city within a city that just serves a particular segment of the population. This capital city complex has a disproportionate white population, doesn't represent the actual per capita demographic in the city of Jackson. And this is a template for what they'll do in any city that has black or African-American leadership. And so, yes, the danger is that this is the route Republicans will continue to do in places where they lose political power.
Mississippi Democratic Minority Leader Representative Robert Johnson III. Hey, we thank you so much for your time and your insight.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.